Well, hello friends. Today we are playing with matte eyeshadow. Finally, it is happening. I have put the shimmer and glitter aside and we're doing a beautiful classic look with a cranberry beautiful shade in the crease. So it's a little bit intense, well actually a lot bit intense, but it's actually so easy to do. So let's get started. You're gonna need a medium toned matte brown shade. I am just throwing this in the crease. I'm using my typical windshield wiper motions and circular motions, and I'm getting it a little bit high up to the brow bone. Because this shade is so light, you can take it up quite a bit because we want it to peek through that deep burgundy shade that we're going to apply in the crease as well. So here I am taking my Kevyn Aucoin Burgundy Gorgeous Matte Shade. This is so easy to work with. I have never used a better cranberry burgundy beautiful red toned shade in my life. So I am taking this just above the crease. I'm trying to not get too much on the lid. I'm using the same brush that I use the medium tone matte brown, and I am just doing my best to keep this above the crease and to blend it out, focusing on the outer edge as usual and using circular motions just to get everything really diffused looking. I am now fanning it a little bit closer to the lash line and then going in with an extra dose of color, kind of waving my brush up and down just to exaggerate the edge of the eye and give it a little pop of that beautiful cranberry shade. You could do any color you want with this, by the way. If you wanted to do green or navy, you can take the same steps and it will look gorgeous. So now we are taking a rust tone shade that has a slight sheen to it just to make everything look really blended. It's not going to look shimmery. It's just going to soften the edge of this cranberry shade because it is quite intense. So I'm just taking a flat eyeshadow brush and I am wiggling the color back and forth. I am using feather light strokes. You don't need to apply with a heavy hand. You just want to create a beautiful diffused look. We are then going to take this gorgeous matte cream shade from Wet n Wild called Brulee. It's one of my favorite drugstore finds. I am taking a flat shadow brush and I'm starting on the inner corner and going about halfway out on the lid. Again, using really light strokes. I don't want to go heavy. I don't want anything to look patchy or streaky, so I'm just taking feather light strokes. If you have to apply more, layer it up instead of going in with a heavy hand at first. I'm lightly going to take that same cream shade underneath the brow bone. This is going to lift the eye and just make everything look really finished. And now I'm taking a clean tapered brush and gently buffing out the edges. I am not trying to move the color around. I am just going right on those edges and making sure that everything looks really smooth and blended. Now time for some liquid liner. This is probably the hardest part of the entire look. This liner from the Balm, the Schwing liner, I don't know what it is about this. I never like these type of brushes. If you're a beginner, I would almost recommend going with a felt tip liner to do your wing, but this one does give me a decent amount of control and it's really intense, so I like it. What I'm doing is I'm pulling the edge of my eyebrow up ever so slightly lightly. You know, I don't want to tug at my eye, but it's helping me to apply the liner a little more smoothly, and you see that I'm going in really small strokes. I am not doing one entire line all at once. I'm just using little strokes, building up the thickness of the line, and you know, you always want to create more thickness at the edge of the eye and kind of thin it out going in towards the tear duct. And I'm just filling things in to make it look complete and smooth, and take your time with this. This does not, you do not become a perfect liquid liner applier overnight. You can see there are some bald patches in there that need some filling in, and I'm going to teach you guys a trick in a moment here on how to smooth things out and make everything look perfect. So now I'm taking my tapered brush and I am just dabbing on a little more of that burgundy shade just to intensify the edges. Once you have your winged liner on, I feel like you can see the overall shape that you want to create a little bit better, so I tend to do that as kind of a finishing step. Now I'm taking a black liner, ooh, that needs to be sharpened, and I am buffing again. What am I doing? Okay, now here we go. All right, now I am doing my smoothing out trick. This is gonna make everything look perfect. Look, whoa, perfect, everything's looking perfect. I am pulling that eye corner up and just smoothing on a black waterproof pencil. It's gonna wear longer, it's gonna look cuter, everything looks perfect. So if you're having issues with your liner, that's a great trick. I am also going to emphasize the edge of the wing and brighten up the under eye by using a brightening concealer. This is from Maybelline. It is the Dream Lumi, and I am taking the corner of my beauty blender and just really carefully emphasizing the edge of that wing. Just gives everything a really polished look. And now I'm taking a little bit of that shimmery rust shade and I am using a pencil brush and I am lining the lower lash line. You can see I am dragging the color just a little bit under the wing. It gives it this beautiful kind of shaded look that I really love. Now I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara. I'm using typical, my favorite, Physicians Formula. Use whatever favorite mascara you love and just plump up those lashes. Now I'm gonna line my lips. I'm using a rose-colored lip pencil from IT Cosmetics. And I will list everything below, everything else that I used on my face. I just wanted this to be a very simple tutorial. If you want to see my foundation routine, I'll link that as well. And let me know if you guys think I need to update that. Let me know in the comments. Alright, I'm applying a peachy nude tone lipstick from Illamasqua, just keeping everything really neutral. I actually have a lot more blush on. The camera is really making me look quite pale, I gotta say. Okay, I did apply 110 Ardell lashes. Look at that. It just makes everything look princessy and beautiful, but I failed to show it on camera because I need to get a better mirror. Anyway, that is a finished look, guys. I hope you enjoy this. Thumbs up if you love that I finally did a matte look, and keep the requests coming. This was actually a request off of a photo that I posted on Instagram. And thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you're having an awesome day. I'll see you in my next video.